Wait, you know what is meaning of light year? So, let's see. First of all, welcome to my channel. Stay until the end. Thank you. Get started. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and tried to comprehend just how far away those tiny points of light really are? We humans are obsessed with distance and speed. We measure our lives in miles. We get impressed by a Ferrari doing 200 miles per hour or a commercial jet cruising at 600. But out there, in the deep silent void of the universe, our human concepts of speed are a joke. The distances in space are so vast that using miles to measure them is like trying to measure the entire United States using a single grain of sand. To understand the true scale of the cosmos, we have to abandon our earthly rulers. We need a ruler made of the fastest thing in existence. We need the light year. So, what is a light year? It sounds like time, but it's actually distance. To understand it, you have to respect the speed of light. In a vacuum, light travels at 186,000 miles per second. To put that in perspective, in the time it takes you to snap your fingers, a beam of light could travel around the Earth 7.5 times. It is so fast that to us it appears instantaneous. Now imagine that beam of light traveling not just for a second, but for a minute, an hour, a day, and finally, for an entire year without stopping. That incredible distance is 1 light year. It equals nearly 6 trillion miles. 6 trillion. That number is so big, it's meaningless to the human brain. We can say it, but we can't feel it. So, let's bring this down to reality. Imagine you have a magical car that can drive in space. You buckle up and start driving at 60 miles per hour toward the nearest star. How long to cover just 1 light year? You would have to drive, without sleeping or stopping for gas, for roughly 11 million years. That is longer than human beings have walked on the face of the Earth. Even in a commercial jet flying at 550 miles per hour, it would still take you over 1 million years just to travel a single light year. But we have sent objects into space. Consider Voyager 1. It's the fastest spacecraft we've ever launched. It's been flying for nearly 50 years at a staggering 38,000 miles per hour. Surely it has gone far, right? In reality, Voyager 1 hasn't even traveled 1 light day yet, let alone a light year. It is currently only about 22 light hours away. For Voyager 1 to go just 1 light year, it would need to travel for another 17,000 years. Let's take a tour of our cosmic neighborhood using light speed as our guide. The moon? Light takes just 1.3 seconds to get there. The sun? It's 93 million miles away, but light makes that trip in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. When you look at the sun, you aren't seeing it as it is now. You are seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. Now, zoom out. The nearest star system is Proxima Centauri. It is roughly 4.25 light years away. That means the light you see from that star tonight left its surface over 4 years ago, back when you were a slightly different person, living a slightly different life. If we zoom out further, the scale becomes terrifying. We live in the Milky Way. To cross our galaxy from one side to the other at the speed of light would take 100,000 years. And the Milky Way is just one average galaxy. The nearest major neighbor is Andromeda, sitting 2.5 million light years away. The light hitting your eye from Andromeda tonight began its journey before modern humans even existed. It traveled through the void while ice ages came and went on Earth, finally arriving tonight. This brings us to the most mind-blowing realization. Because space is so big and light takes time to travel, a telescope is actually a time machine. Imagine an alien civilization in the Andromeda galaxy looking at us right now with a super telescope. They wouldn't see our cities, our cars, or our internet. They wouldn't see you. The light leaving Earth today won't reach them for another 2.5 million years. Instead, they would see Earth as it was 2.5 million years ago. They would see our ancient ancestors roaming the wild plains of Africa. This is the true nature of the light year. It reminds us how small we are and how ancient the universe is. The deeper we look into space, the further we look back in time. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember, you aren't just looking at distance. You are looking at history. You are witnessing the grand silent echo of the universe. Thank you for watching, and keep looking up.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more mysteries of the universe.